so alive.
It's been a hot day and a bright day in more ways than one. For the second consecutive day here at SuperSport Park, 15 wickets have fallen. Staggering scenes. It's now a case of whether South Africa can knock off the runs tomorrow. Just 149 to win the game. It's barely believable because the Pakistanis have been bowled out for 190. At one stage, 101 for one and bowled out for 190. Ramiz Raja and Sean Pollock with me. I mean, that batting isn't good enough, is it?
Not good enough. That tee wasn't good enough as well, because there's something in that tee that prompted such a, massive downslide, and it is happening far too often. And I think you've got to, suggest a change of not guard exactly, but change of middle order. Asad Shafiq has been faltering consistently. Get Haris Sohail in, make a few changes, because this batting lineup ain't working.
No, not an easy pitch, but fine bowling. South Africa started with indifference, finished with menace.
They did indeed. There's no doubt that the pitch has played its part. It's contributed to some of the dismissals, and also maybe to a bit of an indifferent batting performance from Pakistan. Dwan Ulfi, I think, has been absolutely superb. He's picked up 11 wickets in the Test match. His game plan on this surface has been perfect. He doesn't have to adjust anything. He just runs in, whacks it into that pitch, and he's picking up the results, and they've backed it up. I mean, the spinners hardly had to play his part in this test at all, and South Africa's bowlers in 2 days have managed to pick up 20 wickets. So it's a real.
Well, let's hear from inside the South African camp, Sean, because Temba Bavuma is waiting to come and join us. Temba, come and sort of ease into the middle of the conversation here.
Well played.
Very, very impressed. You played particularly well. Graham Smith talked about the measure of your batting, the tempo of your batting.
Yeah, I remember in England a year ago he spoke about that. I think for me, especially on a wicket like that I found it a bit tricky. I just try to keep my intensity up, make sure that when the bad ball presented itself, I try to put it away, and the good ball just showed a good defense to it.
Seems a long time ago now that Temba was batting. I mean, can you believe that it was today you were out and so much has happened since?
Yeah, we're going to have to, well, hopefully we don't have to put on our pads tomorrow, but we'll have to be out there again and fighting it out. Hopefully we can kill off that target as soon as possible.
What's your feeling about the pitch?
It's a bit tricky. There's obviously sideways movement, and Centurion, as we know, can get a bit up and down. But yeah, there's definitely something out there for the bowlers, and I feel like the batters have to really knuckle down.
Having said that, once you got in and once the ball got a bit softer, and with your good footwork, it's a pitch you can bat on, isn't it?
Yeah, you can definitely bet on it. Like I said, you just have to have a good game plan. To be honest, I never felt really in. I felt that the bowler could get my number at any time. Like I said, just make sure that my positions are good, and when the bad ball presented itself, you try to put it away.
Sure. You're talking about positions. On a surface like that, it's not easy to just get your weight forward when the ball's over pitch, but you seem to transfer your weight beautifully to front foot to back foot throughout your innings.
Yeah, I think position is probably the word, especially on a wicket like this. Make sure that your position is strong, and just from a body language as well. Don't give the bowler any kind of confidence that he can get through your defense, and yeah.
And preparation-wise, it wasn't easy coming to a Test match under a bit of an injury cloud. How did the preparation go? What could you or couldn't you do before the game started?
I couldn't do much running. I only started running a couple of days before the test. So yeah, I think it was similar to Australia, where I came in not 100% fit from a physical point of view, so the mental side had to kick in. Yeah,
what impressed me about your batting, obviously, it was your balance and how you played the fast ball or the difficult length. What was impressive was how you shaped up against Yasir Shah. That's pretty impressive. Used your feet, played the sweep shot as well.
Yeah, I think he's quite a key bowler for the Pakistan bowling attack. They've got quality spinners, and they've got quality seamers, and they obviously rely on Yasser Shah to hold one end. So I think we had to try put him under pressure at that point in time, and luckily I was able to execute.
All right, let's bring this thing up to date then and talk about Dwayne Olivier, because it's been a phenomenal match for him.
Yeah, it's been exceptional for him. I've obviously played with Dwayne Olivier at domestic level. I've experienced his performances, his barrage of short balls and him taking wickets. So it's quite nice for him to replicate it out here, and I'm sure it'll do the world of good for his confidence.
Yes, I mean, to back up what he did in the first innings, he's now right high up on the list of all-time South African performances in Test match cricket. How can you explain, though, the 101 for 1 that Pakistan were at, it seemed to be cruising, and then the sudden loss of wickets? Is that because it's a difficult pitch to start on?
Yeah, like I said, I found it tricky. Their openers batted quite well, but we always felt as a bowling unit that we were always in the game. And it just took one wicket to kind of get things going for us.
You look around you and Dale Steyn and KG Rabada and Vernon in the dressing room waiting to play, and Dwayne in form, and Lungi as well. Terrific to have so many seamers to hand.
Yeah, definitely. You've just mentioned match winners over there. Anyone on their day can do it for the team. We also have Keshav Maharaj on his day. We can also clean up any batting attack. So it's quite nice for South Africa at the moment, where we find ourselves, where we've got a lot in our bowling resources.
Last question from me. What was said to you guys at the tea break? 1 down and then you picked up 9 wickets in the last session.
Yeah, I think, obviously things didn't go according to plan, but just for us it was to make sure that the intensity was up there, keep asking the questions, and when the opportunity comes, make sure we're ready to take it. And I think that's what we were able to do in that session.
And a final one from me. You make 50 on a pitch like that. How much do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's nice to go through those challenging. Obviously disappointed not be able to make more of it, but I think it's always nice to contribute to the cause of the team, and I'll always keep trying to do that.
Beautiful. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it very much. I think you can sneak away the way you came in.
Thank you.
Like. It's probably,
okay.
probably as easy as anything. Thank you, Temba. Interesting. He's a serious guy, isn't he? You sense that he works very hard at his game.
Yeah, he does. He's one of the last to leave the practice and puts in the hours, and I think he's starting to reap the rewards of that. So that's good for South Africa, because that number 6 position in the middle order has been a bit of an iffy position for us over the last while. So if he can settle in and continuously produce some performances, it'll be good.
Yeah, we've got a game now that's set up for tomorrow. I mean, 140 odd to win this test. You'd say South Africa were favourites, but they wouldn't want to be 21 for 3 against that new ball.
Yeah, Pakistan would want them to feel that pressure of early breakthroughs, and Pakistan's best chance is with the new ball, clearly. So what field is set to attack South Africa will be interesting, because Pakistan have got the firepower to make it tough for South Africa. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. I think Pakistan will work out a strategy. They'll be disappointed with what they've produced with the bat, and so maybe take this anger and frustration out on the South Africans with the ball.
Sean?
Yeah, we had a game against Pakistan and getting Fazlabad. We had 140 to defend, and we managed to do it. But the key to that was picking up early wickets. Once you get 1, 2, 3, all of a sudden the self-belief grows and the jitters start to go through that South African dressing room. If they get off to a solid start, they should be able to knock it off easily. Even on that.
Well, for those that have just turned on, we'll give you a summary of what we've seen here over 2 remarkable days at SuperSport Park. 181 for Pakistan, having won the toss and chosen to bat first. Then a reply by South Africa of 223. Good effort to keep the South Africans in check by the Pakistan bowlers, knocking over the 5 wickets they needed this morning pretty quickly. Then 190. We're all in some shock that Pakistan were bowled out today. Sean Pollock is right. There was some magic potion in the South Africans' tea. Rami's made that point as well. And the consequence of all of that is that 149 are needed for South Africa to win this test match, all on the back of 11 wickets in the game by Dwayne Olivier, who was only picked to replace Vernon Philander. Anyway, who says cricket isn't a funny game? It's truly entertaining us here today. It's going to do the same tomorrow. We'll be with you in the morning as ever at 9:30. We hope the threatened storms keep away, because this cricket match leaves us wanting to watch every single ball. We'll see you at 9:30 in the morning. For the moment, from all of us here at SuperSport Park, it's good night. Another glorious day, very hot forecast, lovely skies, cricket lovers settling into their seats. This is a Boxing Day test match, perfectly set up. A reminder of where we are. There's an advantage of 54 for the Pakistan side.
Shot. A great start then for Temba Bavuma. 4 runs. Looks so good driving, Temba Bavuma. There's another one out of the cupboard.
Sliced away, back with a square on the offside. That's gone for 4. Good start from Bavuma. There's a neck and there's a wicket. So that's the end of Temba Bavuma. He's played so well. Afridi has done a really good job.
This game is tantalizingly poised, beautifully poised. Both teams can't blink. Pakistan cannot afford tail to just carry on batting.
No problem with a full toss. Test match level.
Out. Another of those slower balls, nothing on it in terms of pace, and it deceives Quinton de Kock. South Africa all out for 223. I guess 42 ahead. It is advantage South Africa, but it's not a big advantage.
There's the neck and it's down. Amla, first slap. Lovely shot. And that is a beautiful cover drive. That is superbly played. That is a top shot. Bowled him. Got him. Rabada. He's one of those guys that he can make an important breakthrough, and he's done it again.
That's a magnificent stroke. Set up for the short ball. Yes.
Oh, wow. What a catch. That is excellent at short leg. Aiden Markram juggled it a few times, but in the end held on for Dwan Oliveir's 5th